Hi, Kathleen here from Kathleen Ellis Lifestyle Design, and I have a really special trick to show you today. This is my easy and elegant floating tabletop, and it is a wow factor for any gathering that you're having. Specifically today, we're going to gear it towards the winter holidays for Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, whatever falls in there for you. And it's so easy, but it really gets a lot of wows. People are going to know how in the world you did this, and it's really, really simple. So you're going to start with a round table. This happens to be one of those little tables that you can set up, one of those fiberboard tables, and you set up a round table. If you don't have a round table, then go ahead and use your dining room table or the end of an island in your kitchen, or maybe a long table that you set up for your event. You could put this at one end. But today, for this purpose, we're going to use the round table. I've covered it with a full-length white tablecloth. Again, this is versatile. You could use a different color if you'd like. This particular way with the white and the other elements we're going to use kind of has a real dreamy, ethereal feel to it. Perfect for winter holidays and for bridal showers, maybe even baby showers. There's lots of adaptations you can do, and there will be a few pictures at the end of the video that will show you a few ways that I've done it. But the idea is to take the idea, let it inspire you, and make it your own for whatever it is that you're doing during your festivities. So we take the table, we put a white tablecloth on to the floor, and then you want to use about 5 or 6 of these little clear glass votive cups. These are from the dollar store, and they're what you put, little candles in. You turn them upside down so the wide part is down on the table, and this is what's going to support one of the other magical elements. So we've placed those around rather evenly, and that's going to support the rest of the So the next element is white Christmas lights. These happen to be the white wired clear bulb icicle lights for the outside of your home. And the reason I like to use the icicle lights is because they have all these little strands coming off of them, so it makes it nice and full. So you go ahead, this is 3 or 4 strands plugged together, and you arrange them around the cups and the entire tabletop like so. We have the white lights fairly evenly dispersed around the table. You want to hide the little plugs kind of behind some of the little votive cups, and just try to make it as evenly dispersed as you possibly can. Then the next step involves some white tulle. You're going to want to use the fine white tulle. It's a few dollars a yard at the craft store or the sewing store, and this is white to go with this ethereal wintry feeling that we want to create here. And it's about maybe 3 or 4 yards. And what I do is I cut it up into smaller pieces that I can easily maneuver, and I lay it over the white lights. And I tuck it in kind of around the edges so that the lights are not sticking out. And again, try to, as best you can, evenly disperse it throughout on top of the lights. Okay, so when you're done with putting the lights on and spreading the tulle, it kind of just looks like a big mess, really. It looks like a bunch of tulle piled on top of a bunch of lights. And but if you've spread them evenly and you've gotten everything kind of covered here, you'll see what the magic will be. But this is what it kind of looks like, just kind of like a big mess. Okay, the final addition is a piece of glass. A round piece of glass that you set on top of the votive cups, the tulle, and the lights. This creates your floating tabletop. Now, it doesn't show up quite as well on the video, but in real life, this actually has a very ethereal feel to it. You can barely see the cords underneath and the little votive cups. They kind of sparkle with the lights, and it just has a really soft, fun wow factor to it. A few suggestions with the way to use this to get the most bang for your buck would be to make sure that you use glass or silver items on top and keep it minimal. You don't want to cover the entire tabletop. If you're going to use it for a cake, maybe put the cake up on a pedestal, a clear glass cake stand, such as this. That way the light can still come through. It's going to sparkle and shine. You might want to add a few flowers like this, and just keep it really simple. If you wanted to use it for a punch table, you could use a pretty clear glass punch bowl. A silver plated one would be pretty as well. And then place your glasses around the edge. You might want to include some napkins, and again, a pretty little bouquet of flowers you could add as well. Another element that I like to add for the holidays is some iridescent garland. This is bead garland that I've picked up at one of the discount stores, really inexpensive after the holidays. And I like to just kind of spread it. So I've spread the iridescent beaded garland around on the table, and it just kind of adds again to that wow factor, and it really picks up the lights and sparkles and shines. It looks really pretty. So it's just a fun and festive finishing touch to add to Kathleen's easy and elegant floating tabletop for the holidays.